Welcome back, everyone, to the Chitans. A little bit of everything. It's good to be back.
Hi everyone, Keza here from the Chitans. Sorry for the interruption. I know it's not what you're expecting so soon in the episode. I just want to clarify a couple things before we move forward. Now, the footage you're about to see was intended for doing an episode about what it's like for the Chitans during a week. I know a lot of people do what it's like during a day, but our days vary from like calm to totally chaotic. So I wanted to do a week because I think a week would, give you a better glimpse. But that footage did not end up airing, at least in that capacity. So we wanted to do an episode for you about the Ark Encounter. So that's what we're going to do today. So if you hear anything that sounds a bit peculiar, like referring to other days or the week or blah, 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 that is just what that is. And number two, there are some things that weren't necessarily mentioned that should have been mentioned in this video. A couple things being like how exactly everything went chronologically. There was lack of focus on things that should have been focused on. But we're just going to go through it and kind of show you what it was like at the Ark Encounter for the 40 Days and 40 Nights of Gospel Music. So we hope that you enjoy this episode and that this gives you a lot of information and, you enjoy it and you get to see a little glimpse into the Ark and that one day you will get to go there for yourself. But let's roll the tape. Alright, y'all, it is 3:17 in the morning. We just got done filming and we're about to hit the road heading to the Ark Encounter, but totally excited, so I'm about to get my groove on so I can get the last of my stuff into the car and head to Kentucky.
We would have left right away, but there was a fuse blown in the car, so we actually left 4:45 and we started heading to the Ark Encounter. While on the road, we had some interesting things happen. Well, for one, Jesse slept the whole way.
My boy is passed out. And we got Jane over here.
There was a lot of rain.
3:17 and the rain has started. Anybody want to guess whether it's going to last for 40 days and 40 nights?
Kezia, Mom was passing out drinks.
And I wet my pants. Now let me explain. She didn't pee herself. Mom was passing drinks and she got cases on, and as she was passing it fell down and wet her skirt.
Yeah, so we had a very eventful drive, but we got there maybe around 1. Yeah, I think around 1. And then we started preparing for the Ark Encounter because we were singing the next day. So a lot of ironing, getting all the stuff together, CDs, stuff, all that kind of great stuff.
Wednesday morning, we woke up at 4 o'clock. Well, everyone
fixed it.
except for Kezia and I, we woke up at 5, so we got an hour, but the others woke up at 4. Well, we had an early day and we had to work. We had to go and do sound check and get stuff set up.
Yep, so we got to the Ark around 6:45, I think. Our sound check was at 7. Then there was a little meeting after that, and then we went out to the car and we had breakfast in the car. I don't remember what breakfast was, to be quite honest. I just remember there was a shake.
Fruits and some other stuff.
Fruits and shake, I think it was, yeah. And after that, we went back inside and we did our first set in the morning. It was a great time. We actually got to sing with the Perrys that morning, and they asked us to sing If You Knew with them, so that was really, really cool. And then after our set, there was a lady named Miss Carlota. She came to us and she was like, would you guys like to try some virtual reality? And so we were just like, yeah, let's try this. So she said, okay, have lunch, and then when you finish having lunch, just call her and we can go to the virtual reality. So we had lunch. I'm just saying, there's a cake there. I don't know what the name of the cake is. I don't know what it's made of. But that thing is good. I don't even remember the name of the restaurant. It's the main restaurant at the Ark, but that cake is good. But after we had cake, we went to the virtual reality. And I'm just gonna set this up because this is kind of funny. It was Jaden, Mom, myself, and Carlena in one room. And Kezia, Jesse, and Daddy in the next, because they could only seat 4 in the virtual reality at a time. Anybody who knows our mom, virtual reality is not her thing. So that was like, I kind of went in that one because I wanted to see how she would react. She didn't scream out, but it was funny because they were little, oh, ooh. And she would grab the chair every now and again.
She was like,
Yeah, it was great. It was great. And I probably wrecked this experience for the others because I talked through the whole thing. It was fun though. It was great. What happened to your room? Because I don't know what happened.
nothing really happened in our room. The only thing that really happened was Dad. Well, there was like you're basically sitting in a chair. Well, you're sitting in a chair in real life, and then in virtual reality, you were sitting in a chair. So he was looking down to find his armrest, so he missed it. So that was basically the only thing. But yeah, aside from that, it's just whoa, that's cool. That's cool. That's basically what was going on in our room.
Did you guys look in the beginning? Did you look down?
Uh,
I'm sorry, y'all. Casey just nearly killed herself.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry. I had to almost kill myself to come say that I knew the jump scare was coming. Still got scared at that one point, and
Oh, the
reached.
dinosaur?
I think no, the terror. No. When the
water dinosaur.
when it was falling from the sky.
Oh,
Yeah. When it was falling from the sky, I was just like, oh, it's gonna fall. It's gonna drop, isn't it? And I still jumped. But the funny thing was that I went to reach for the armrest, and Daddy's hand was already there.
Yeah. At the beginning, you look down. It is, for those who are afraid of heights, don't look down. Just don't look down. But if you're not afraid of heights, it was really cool. But yeah, we had lots of fun doing the virtual reality. And then we decided, because we only had a small window of time, we would pass by the outside concert, because we had met the group who was singing there the morning. Praise Times 3. Thank you. I was trying to remember their name. And so we passed there, we saw them sing, and then that program ended, and they were like, okay, we're going to try to see at least the first floor of the Ark. We got in the Ark. We started. We got maybe halfway through the first floor. And then a Chitan moment happened. Which is my dad talking. We Chitans, we love to talk. And Daddy met a family. And he started talking. We were looking around at the time, so it was just Dad talking to one of the kids.
Sorry, I'm just gonna butt in here real quick. The reason why he went over to talk to one of the reasons. So earlier that day we had seen the family, and so Dad and I were just like, man, so they have 2 out of the 3 youngest children are boys, and the 2 boys look just like 2 little boys that we know that are cousins of ours. And we were just like, man, those must be their twins. And so we were just like, man, we must be related or something because they look just like them boys. So basically we're just, this is going to sound bad, but we were just like watching them, if that makes sense. We're just like he has the right height. They would be about the same age. They have almost the same hairstyle and different things.
Yeah, so Daddy started talking to them. And then I think who joined in with him? One of us did. And then eventually we all joined in. And the kids were homeschooled. And they used the same curriculum that we did. So it was kind of interesting because most people don't know that usually kids who are homeschooled, they can either do it where it's completely like homeschooled, there's no teacher, anything like that. It's your parents teaching you, or you have a tutor, or the way we did it, the school we enrolled in, Abeka Christian Academy, they have DVDs or they have online classes where you actually have a teacher and you know the classmates and stuff like that. So we watched the same videos. So it was kind of funny because we were just like, oh, did you know this teacher? Oh, you know this teacher? And we were going back and forth. It was really funny. But yeah, and we spent 2 hours?
I'd say an hour and a half.
Yeah,
A little bit less because we had to go back.
Yeah, we didn't get to the rest of the arc. We just spent the rest of the time with them. We played some games. It was funny because most people go to see the arc and we're there in the middle of the arc playing games. It was great. But sorry, it's funny after this point. We headed back to the concert venue to do the evening concert. And we had to change. And I put on my dress. And the dress originally does not have sleeves. So I decided I would put sleeves on it. And at the time that I cut the sleeves to sew them on, we didn't have enough time for me to use my machine. So I said, okay, I'll just stitch it by hand. So Tuesday night, I was actually stitching it by hand. But I didn't realize that my stitches, because I did a basic stitch, I didn't do like a full stitch. I didn't realize my stitches weren't tight enough or close enough. So I went outside to get something and I came back in and I walked past my dad and he was just like, Kendra, your arms are outside. I'm just like, huh? All here and all here were just gone. It ripped off the dress.
So we're just about to go on stage. We're supposed to sing in about 12 minutes. And we find out that Kendra's sleeves have both of them, not just one, both of them have detached. So we're doing the quick fix. We're trying to get some, pins and basically sew them ourselves.
So while I'm trying to pin it, my mom runs to the car to try to get me something else to put on. Like I get a black t-shirt to put under the dress or something. But I told her, don't worry about it because I have the sleeves here. I have a whole bunch of pins. I'll just pin it on. And the problem with that was because of the pins, it was kind of pulling the dress. So I was having more than one wardrobe malfunction because now my sleeves are held by pins. My shoulder is being exposed every now and again. The dress is flipping like this because of the pins. And then I had on leggings. I was supposed to put on a short pants because I usually wear short pants under my dress. And I forgot. And right before we went on stage, I realized I had on my leggings all the way down to my feet. So I had to kind of yank it up before I ran on the stage. So it was just something else. You don't want those kind of wardrobe malfunctions happening, but it was great. It was a real test of faith. I just couldn't put my hand up and praise the Lord as much as I wanted to because at any point I could be poked with a pin. So it was, yeah. But yeah, then we finished our set. We spent some time after we finished singing, and then we went home and we slept real good. We slept real good.
Alright, this concludes our first experience at the Ark. Of course, about 2 weeks after that, we went back to the Ark and we got to experience the whole entire Ark. Of course, we did not get to go to the Creation Museum or to the same cafe that I had spoken about. Just because time. But we'll be going there tomorrow, which would be August 23rd, 2022. And we're hoping to see a little bit more. But hopefully this has given you a tiny peek into the Ark and a tiny bit into The 40 days and 40 nights, of course, some things were not mentioned here. We were singing both in the morning and the evening, and we had a wonderful time both times with the Perrys and with Linda Randall. And we just praise God for the opportunity to be able to go to the Ark and to be able to minister there and to, feed on all this good information. I was telling somebody that everything that I have learned about, creation, the Ark, and certain facts I've learned about the Bible and explanations for certain things, I started to wonder about it. And when I had gone to the Ark and went through the entire thing, I saw a lot of the stuff that I've been wondering about, that I'd learned sometime before, but didn't have it all together in one place. I think the Ark has done a really great job of collecting bits and pieces of information on different topics about, why there's so many races, the word boat in different languages, how in Chinese it means people in a boat in a flood, blah blah blah. So all these different things, they have a great collection of the different things that explain the wonderfulness of our God. So hopefully one day you get to go out there and this inspires you to take a trip, especially if you are homeschooling your children and you'd love for them to get a biblical perspective on things. This is the perfect place to go and obtain a lot of information. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of ALBOE. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.